Well, JD, this week we've got whiskey and some great music coming up.
Man, I'm looking forward to it. What a combination on the Judge and JD show. Got a fabulous show, like you said, whiskey and music, knives, hunting, caps.
Yeah, by the way, what is all this? I thought we were whiskey and music. I didn't really catch on with all this stuff.
This is one hell of a giveaway is what this is.
Well, you guys, let me tell you a little bit more about it. All right, guys, today's Judge and JD podcast is proudly supported by Reece's Plumbing and HVAC Supply in Kerrville, Texas. The Reece Plumbing and HVAC Supply team are the folks that you can count on when you need the right part for the right plumbing and HVAC repair. And Reece didn't just step up to support the show. They went all out. They are donating a full set of high-quality barbecue cooking knives for your latest giveaway. So, guys, can you just please pick up the knives and show them what they're getting? They're getting
They are heavy duty. This is heavy duty.
Primal Forge.
Man.
I mean, those are some pretty cool
Marty,
knives.
Are you sure we got to give these away?
Yes, we do. Okay, so you guys don't forget this is an awesome giveaway. So guys, to enter, follow the Judge and JD podcast page. Drop your business card in the bucket when you visit Pioneer, and you could be carving your next cookout with a brand new set of blades, thanks to Reece Plumbing and HVAC Supply. Reece Supply. Hey, wait a minute, guys. Reece Supply would also like to thank first responders and all those who sacrificed their blood, sweat, and tears to help the flood victims. Stay Hill Country strong and never forget.
Well, thank you, Reece Plumbing.
Awesome. This is fabulous. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good stuff.
This is a great way to celebrate how many viewers? 5,700
Something
viewers.
like that. Yes, it was
on a previous episode.
It's unbelievable how many viewers we've gotten.
Subscribers. Almost 3,000 subscribers already somewhere in there.
So
right?
we've got a lot of participation, and we appreciate it greatly.
All right, you ready to give all this away?
Let's give this thing.
And what a cool hat to add to
Are we doing
mix.
the hat first or the knives first? Your choice, JD.
I don't know, but big thanks to Jordan Knight again for.
Let's do. It's up to me. Let's do it all together. One winner.
One winner. Okay?
Wow. Wait. Let me go throw my card in real quick. Wait. Let me go throw my card in there real quick.
All right, JD, this is the big one.
All right.
This is the big one. You going to pull one? Or you want out of there?
Here we go.
I better not have your name on it.
Congratulations, J.D. Rose of the Judge and JD Show. Actually, Huston. Or Houston? Huston. No, that's Huston, right?
Huston,
So
Houston.
he's got his phone number, so Huston. Huston from Houston.
It's Houston T. Smith or Huston T. Smith.
Oh, Huston T.
We got you. We got your
Congratulations.
That's exciting. I don't know what you're going to do with all these, but looks like you're going to go hunting or something.
I love it. What a nice set of knives.
They are.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Truly, truly awesome.
All right, guys. Well, who's going to be on our show today?
We've got
Dan and
Nancy and Dan
Ladies
Garrison.
first, yes. Nancy and Dan Garrison, Garrison Brothers.
And we got Roland Whitt along with Len Snow.
Yep.
It's going to be a good one.
Good stuff. Whiskey, music, all that kind of stuff.
Knives and caps.
There you go. We got it all.
And hunting in the hill country. All right, it's going to be a whiskey episode. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to get whiskey bent and hellbound on the Judge and JD Show.
I'm looking forward to it right here at Pioneer, Fredericksburg, Texas.
Let's do it. Let's bring them on. Ladies first, JD. Ladies first. Nancy and Dan Garrison.
Come on up, guys. Come on up.
It's kind of excitement, isn't it?
We excited right here.
We're excited.
Gentlemen, thanks for having us here.
Yeah, well,
We're
thank you.
thrilled to be here.
Thank y'all for coming in. I know you had a long way to come here, all the way from High, Texas. You know,
Just
the big
15
city.
minutes almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, we appreciate y'all coming on, spending time with us.
Anytime we get to talk a little whiskey, that's an exciting thing.
That is exciting.
We love that you sell our product here at Pioneer. It means a lot to us. And I hope I've been in a couple of times to run up some big tabs. So
Yes, you have. Yes, you have, and people love it. You know, people are.
Well, y'all had the big Father's Day event here.
Yes,
It was actual tasting, right?
It was a tasting. You guys came in, and they came in and did just a phenomenal job.
Had a pretty much of a full house.
We had a full house.
Great time.
Sold it out,
Yeah.
and had a great time. We'll have to do some more of those.
I think we should. You know, we have the greatest job in the world. We get to share stories with and make new friends every day. So we always look forward to an opportunity to come by.
You know,
Yes.
we were talking off mic a little bit about how you like to hear the stories from, you know, from the folks that enjoy your whiskey. You know, you get to hear anniversaries, birthdays.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned a tattoo.
Oh yeah,
Engagements.
we have babies named Garrison. We got tattoos.
Where's the tattoo? I hadn't seen that one
Garrison's
yet.
a great name for a baby.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, but you know what? We always have an opportunity to meet new people, and we get to share those stories and hear theirs. And you know, we have an incredible group of fans, and it's almost a cult-like following.
It's public news now, but the Cowboy Bourbon will be released on
Yep.
December 6th.
Oh,
From the
nice.
distillery. And if you'll come out there, it's chaotic, but it's beautiful.
Right,
Because
right.
there are a couple of thousand people in line, and their cars are backed up all the way down High Albert Road to Highway 290. And the Blanco County judge called me up and said, Garrison, get that gate open. Get that gate open now, so we don't have an accident. And it's just great people, warm people, and bourbon makes people loquacious and fun to be around. So
And
Tell us a little. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was
Nancy.
just gonna say, and Cowboys are really what put us on the map. The Cowboy Bourbon defined where Texas bourbon was going to go, and when we released that in 2013, it definitely put a mark. Everyone took notice, but it is uncut, unfiltered, and this year's proof is
146.2.
Wow.
so.
Bam.
It is big
Yeah.
and bold and brash.
I was going to say
and
that
it's
will
Texas.
get her done.
And
Yeah.
you said it comes out December 6th?
December 6th.
Oh, that's
Oh,
my
man.
husband's birthday. Now I know what to get him for his
There
birthday.
you go.
Right? Exactly.
right.
Hey,
You'll
baby, you
stand
get
in line
drunk
at
on some
Garrison.
cowboy bourbon.
That's right. We'll sign a bottle for
Are we
you.
doing the tree ceremony on December 5th?
On the 4th, actually. So at the distillery also. So we kind of make a whole weekend of it. On December 4th, we're going to light our barrel tree. And that's a 5 to 8, open to the public. It's a toy drive for the Stonewall Chamber. And so bring an unwrapped toy.
I love the barrel tree, by the way. I
It's-
look forward to that. I
it's
do a
fun.
wine tours, and we
Yeah.
come there all the time. And I love the barrel tree.
Thank
We got
you.
it down now.
So you
Now
got to
we-
light it up.
Yeah,
huh?
we light it up, and we have a few cocktails, and it's a good time to, you know, again, it's a beautiful time in the Hill Country. You know, anybody who's not here, that's their miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that for sure.
Well, you want to tell us a little bit? I mean, can we go back to the beginning? Tell us a little bit,
Sure.
kind of what got you started in this?
Yeah.
So,
Crazy business.
Yes.
I lost my job in Austin in 2001 and was out of work for basically 2 years after that, trying to find a marketing position somewhere. I was a marketing director at a software company. And I had all these stock options, and I thought I was a rich man on paper, and it all just disappeared when Enron collapsed. And I had to figure out what I was going to do the rest of my life. Laying in bed with Nancy one night, and she's drinking vodka, and we're reading a story about a guy that's opening a new vodka distillery, and that's like the 5th one in Texas. I turned to her, I said, what is with these people and their vodka? Why doesn't somebody make something that tastes good, like bourbon? And she says, as much of that stuff as you drink, why don't you do it? We'd probably save money. A week later, I was in
Yep, it's
Louisville,
true.
Kentucky, and I had written a letter to the Tax and Trade Bureau, previously known as the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, and they're the regulators of all distilled spirits in the United States. And I wrote them a letter, and I said, hey, if I want to make bourbon in Texas, can I do that, or does all bourbon have to come from Kentucky? And the guy wrote me back and said, of course you can make bourbon in Texas. And I showed it to Nancy, I'm like, this is real.
Right.
So remember when we started,
Yeah.
no bourbon was being made outside of the state of Kentucky.
Right.
So we were the first, and we felt like we
Yeah,
knew
it's
a secret
exciting
that no one else knew.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, it
right?
was amazing.
Absolutely.
It was great. We bought a little piece of land from
High?
a good friend of ours, Will Pitts, who's still a neighbor today. We bought 68 acres of land on High Albert Road, and we started building out all these buildings. I sat up there one night with a Subway napkin and did sketches of where I wanted to put the still house and where I wanted to put the barrel barns, where I wanted to put the restaurant eventually. And sure enough, all of that has come true over the past 25 years.
Yeah.
I love hearing these stories.
Yeah.
I know, it's
I mean,
amazing.
Dan is an incredible visionary.
Yeah.
I mean, to make bourbon in Texas, really? Can it even be done? Yes. What is that going to look like? And truly, that napkin drawing 25 years later is exactly what is on our property today. And
I'm lucky that she thinks of me as a visionary because my business plan was the stupidest thing. Nobody was going to invest in that damn thing.
Well, I want to know, did you keep that napkin with the drawing for sentimental?
We
Did you
did.
frame it?
We got it.
Say.
That's awesome. I got to
got
go
it.
and see it.
Yeah, we
My
got it.
wife calls me a lot of things, but a visionary is not.
Well,
A lot of our plans do start a little.
we actually have a
out
documentary on Amazon Prime, and we've been told ultimately now it's a drinking game for how many times people say Dan is crazy, Dan has lost his
Yes.
mind. There's absolutely no way.
Dan is a dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
truly.
Judge,
And
you hear
so-
that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you're laughing all the way to the bank now, so.
Well, it's been an amazing journey.
Profitable year this year.
Yeah, it's
For
gonna be
basically the
amazing.
first time in our history.
Yeah.
When you get into the bourbon business, you have to take a look at. You're really thinking long term because
Like way long
We're
term.
planning right now what bourbons we're going to make in 2035, for
Yeah.
example.
True.
And we have to think that far
Yeah.
ahead because all bourbon has to age. And in Garrison Brothers, it's going to be a minimum of 5 years on every single bottle that we produce. So it's got to age a long time. So you're sitting there just
You know,
looking at
those
the
are things
liquid.
we don't think about. You know, all we do is pop the bottle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, it's good to know these kinds
Well,
of
all
things.
that flavor and color and that beautiful caramel is coming from the wood of that barrel, and that is God's hand and the terroir that we live in right here in this beautiful Texas Hill Country. We don't do anything to manipulate our heat. It is all coming from, how that liquid moves in and out of that barrel.
Bourbon is classified as the distilled spirit of the United States. In 1964, when Lyndon Baines Johnson cited into law the first North American Free Trade Agreement, it was with Canada and Mexico. Tequila became a distinctive product of Mexico. Canadian whiskey was a distinctive product of Canada. And bourbon became the spirit of the United States of America. And you have to follow certain rules if you're going to make bourbon, though. And these rules just make it more and more expensive. There are more rules governing how bourbon is produced than any other spirit that's out there.
What are just a few of those?
So
Can you-
Yeah.
A is it's got to be American made. B
Period.
stands for a new barrel every single time. You can't
New barrel
reuse our
every-
barrels over and over. Barrels are the most expensive thing in the process.
I would imagine.
C stands for corn content. It's got to be at least 51% corn when you're making your beer. We make beer first out of corn, wheat, and barley, and then we distill it. So D has to be distilled at 160 proof or lower, has to go into a barrel at 125 proof or lower, and then it's got to be completely real. You cannot add food coloring. You cannot add red dyes. It's the wheat, the corn, the barley, the wood, and the water.
Right.
That's the ingredients.
That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
Still don't, but
Learning all the
Well,
time.
we knew
Somebody's
a couple,
buying our bourbon.
We knew a couple things. We knew we had the heat, and we knew we could beat Kentucky hands down on heat because we all know that in our hill country you can have a 30-degree temperature swing any day of the
Any
week
day of the week,
easily,
yeah.
and our bourbon loves that because that bourbon is working inside that barrel. That is an advantage. We also knew that we did sit on a beautiful limestone shelf. Now, we're pretty mindful of understanding how to take care of Mother Earth, so we actually collect rainwater off of all of our roofs at Garrison Brothers Distillery, but we do need that little bit of hard mineral water that is bad for that coffee pot, but amazing for breaking down those sugars during our cook process and having that yeast have something to feed on.
I didn't know
We
that
can-
either.
That's kind of what we knew.
we can capture and hold up to 500,000 gallons of water on our property
Yeah.
today. And that's how much we have right now, believe it or not. Just every time we build a new building, put a new roof on it, and the roof feeds into a tank. And it's,
Into a
it's pretty
tank.
Yeah,
simple.
yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun. We also have great names for our product. Our marketing director hates it when I come up with a name
Yeah.
because it's always got some sort of story behind it. The one on the far left here, near Judge, that's called Balmorhea. It's named after a state park way out in West Texas. It's the largest spring-fed swimming hole in
Swimming
North
hole out
America.
there,
Yeah.
And Texan families have been going to that swimming hole for decades.
Generations, yeah.
So when are we going to have a hippie hollow with bourbon?
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm a
Speaking of swimming holes,
I'm a Central Texas gal, so I have been out there a time or two, so I know exactly. But
Hippie Hollow is a little different than it was.
I think it is. Yeah. So, but you know what? We every bourbon that we have, and we now have 9 expressions in our roadmap of bourbons. The name means something. It has stories behind it, and all of the artwork on the bottles also reflect what that bourbon is about. So, Balmoral is one of our Texas treasures because we love to highlight all the beautiful natural resources that we have here in our beautiful state of Texas.
JD, you mentioned Hippie Hollow. There may
I'm
have
not sure that's a Texas treasure.
There may have been some skinny dipping going on at Balmoral State Park back in the day.
Okay, now you
I'm
never want to
sure.
let the truth
I'm
get in the way of a good story.
Well, I don't skinny. Nowadays, I don't skinny dip. I chunky dunk.
So the Honeydew is Nancy's bourbon. She
Yeah.
has a little neck hanger on it that's got her picture on it.
Yeah.
What do we got right here?
Yeah, that's the honeydew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to talk about it?
Yeah, you know, Honeydew is this beautiful bourbon that, so to speak, Dan didn't want to make, so it became on his honeydew list. No melons harmed, but it stayed on that list for about a decade. And I kept maybe coercing, cajoling, maybe even there are a few harsher words of my attitude toward him
One starts with B.
of how I wanted to. A B is our beautiful part of this bourbon. But I wanted to have a bourbon that truly anybody could enjoy. So this is an 80 proof. We keep it nice and very easy on the palate. And we do an infusion of Burleson's Texas Wildflower Honey on the back.
Nice.
So it has just a touch, a hint of that sweet note, but it is not sticky or syrupy. It is a wonderfully selling bourbon, great in cocktails. It is definitely my favorite beyond our latest release, which is our beautiful Sonora bourbon. But Honeydew is an amazing bourbon to have on your bar, and it's just easy, delicate, anybody can enjoy.
And which is your best seller, would you say?
Well, I'm going to give due where it's due. It's Dan's small batch.
Small batch, the black wax bottle. That's the first bourbon I ever made. So if anybody ever asks me what I drink, my answer is I can only afford the small batch. I can't afford the other ones. So that's what I drink. And it's I'm proud of it. It's like my baby. You know,
Yeah.
I made that bourbon, and now it's selling
Sounds good.
18,000 cases a year.
Well, you know, and at 94 proof, that was a little bit of a feat to
That's a step.
to put a 94 proof.
I learned from some of the best bourbon makers in Kentucky.
Yeah.
They gave me recipes on napkins, and they'd slide them across the dining room
Really?
table.
Did you get to spend a little time
Truly.
out there?
I got to know a lot of them. Most have passed today, but that one was named after Elmer T. Lee. It's not,
Yeah.
That's why it's 94 proof, because Elmer T. Lee passed away at 94, and he created the first single barrel bourbon that was ever made with Blanton's. And I loved Blanton's, and I loved Elmer. He was a great man and a true hero for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love the badass stories
Yeah.
on the Judge and JD show, man. That's a great story.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I love it.
Yeah.
It is.
Little
Yeah.
Texas barbecue got to go back to Kentucky every so often to keep everybody telling Dan all their secrets. Remember, when we started the bourbon distillery, bourbon was pretty sleepy. It was not the spirit of choice, and so
Granddaddy's drink.
and another generation really enjoyed bourbon whiskey, and so we knew that we had an opportunity to put a new footprint down on that path. But Dan being able to go in again with his cowboy hat on and boots and knocking on those Stillhouse doors and saying, "Can you show me behind the curtain?"
me something,
And they
yeah.
did.
This one's got a pretty good story behind it too. That's our single barrel bourbon. A wing and a prayer. I was standing in a New York City liquor store in Harlem, and it's a big warehouse style store. And my phone rings, and I look down at my phone, and it says David Trone is calling. Y'all know who David Trone is?
Not offhand.
he
I
owns
probably should, but I don't.
The largest liquor store chain in America, 380 some odd stores, called Total Wine and More.
Okay.
And David Trone's calling me, and I said, "Hang on one second, I'll be right back." I stepped outside of the McDonald's parking lot, and I said, "Mr. Trone, how are you? How may I help you? What can I do for you?" And he said, "Well, Dan, I want you to make me a $20 bottle of bourbon. What's your son's name?" And I said, "My son's name is Sam, after Sam Houston." He said, "Well, okay, we'll call it Sam's Bourbon." And I said, "Mr. Trone, you don't understand who you're dealing with here. We make the most expensive bourbon whiskey in the world, and we'll never be able to make a $20 bottle. However, we have been concepting around this single barrel offering. How would you like your 380 stores to have the first single barrel from Garrison Brothers bourbon in the entire country?"
Yep.
And he said, "How much is that going to cost me?" I said, $129.99 a bottle." And he said, "All right, send me 380 barrels."
Okay, do that math real
Tell them we
fast.
made that shit on the spot. We had no plans to do a single barrel bourbon, but I made it up, and that was like a $7 million purchase order for us. It kept the business alive.
Yeah.
Man,
I would imagine it didn't hurt
fabulous.
anything,
You know, you could be smart, but you better be damn lucky too.
Yes.
Right. There's
Especially in
always
this
luck
business.
involved.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Well, we're the luckiest couple in the world. We get to drink good bourbon with new friends every night and put a smile on people's faces. So it's a good gig.
And the tour of your facility, folks get to.
They do.
That's a popular event when
Make
tour
reservations
groups come in and
in advance. You've seen it, and some days on a Saturday afternoon, if it's pretty,
We're
there's
packed.
500, 600 people there.
Right.
Yeah.
And they all get jammed up on the tours. We can do about 28 people for
And
each
I
tour.
do want to say, from the wine tour industry side of that I'm on with my Weinheimer tours, y'all's hospitality is second to none
Thank you.
at Garrison Brothers out
We
there in
appreciate
High
that.
Texas. I mean, you take care of your drivers, we get a free meal, and y'all just the hospitality is just wonderful. And
It is.
Thank you.
I always look forward to going out there to get that. Not just your whiskey's great, but the food out
Thank
there.
you. The Whiskey Shack
Talk
is
a little
doing.
bit about the Whiskey Shack
Yeah,
before
you know,
we wrap up.
we see about 60,000 people a year. So,
Right.
you know, we got a lot of tourism going on out in High Texas.
Yeah.
But our Whiskey Shack, I have to be honest, I wasn't a fan of getting into the bar business and getting into the food business.
Right.
But you know what? We're in a little bit of a food desert out in that little part of Blanco County. So we opened the Whiskey Shack, and it's been amazing.
I
we
want
do.
some of those street tacos.
We
right
do.
now.
We do.
Right now.
We can do.
Can't serve
you know,
people bourbon on an empty stomach.
Yeah, exactly. We do amazing. We do fried, rabbit. We do, brisket tacos. We do. Oh my goodness, I got a friend. And we serve some amazing creative cocktails, all put together by our culinary team and our bar staff. So it's tours. Elevated tastings of special releases that you don't get otherwise. You can book that as well. So and there's always a good band on a Saturday. So
It's always fun. Kristen and I have taken people out there, and like I say, always a good time.
And very often we have special bottles that are available that are only sold at the distillery. So
Nice.
sometimes you have to go in the gift shop just to be sure you can find a treasure in there.
Well, Nancy, Dan, we appreciate y'all
No,
coming
thank
on the
y'all
Judge
so
and
much
JD
for
show.
the
But is there
time.
anything you want to add before we wrap up? We want to make sure we
Absolutely,
get
our pleasure.
absolutely everything in there.
I want to thank the city of Fredericksburg, Texas, for letting a non-German guy come in and start a big adventure. Because Fredericksburg has been so receptive to what we've been doing.
Yes, absolutely, and it's appreciated. Anything that comes here and it stays like you guys have. It's a little, I used to hunt like where y'all's place is, kind of stuff. I grew up in the High area and Alfred area and all that. But what you guys bring to the table, bringing the tourism and so forth, it's greatly appreciated. So.
Absolutely, because y'all do bring them in.
And we know that. I can't imagine what went into getting a bourbon distillery of you guys' scale going over the years, but I imagine it hadn't been easy.
We didn't sleep a lot of nights.
Yeah,
it's-
it's definitely ups and downs.
There's a lot of money going in and no money coming out
Right.
Yeah.
for almost a decade.
But the
Wow, a decade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we sell you guys product here, but not just, I have to say, we sell it other places as well, and it's top
Thank-
notch, top seller. People
Thank
love
you.
it.
I think Fredericksburg is the highest per capita bourbon sales we've got in the entire state.
Is
Yeah,
that right?
yeah.
Because all the visitors that come on out for the tours.
And we're now in 50 states, so we have a lot of opportunity to see lots of other people. But home is Texas,
That's
and we
it.
love being right here.
That's
I love it. We're Texas proud.
are.
Yes, we are.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
guys.
you very much.
Appreciate
Really
y'all.
appreciate
Thank
the
y'all very
opportunity to be
much.
with y'all. Thank you.
Well, the Judge and JD show has just been a blast lately with the Texas artists, man. I'm pumped up, man.
I appreciate them coming in. It's an exciting thing, and just trying to help these guys get out there, and we enjoy having them on the show.
On TexasRadio.net as well. So let's roll. You ready?
I am
Let's
ready.
bring on our latest Texas artist. A couple of guys, actually. Roland Whitt and Len Snow, everybody. Speaking of snow, it's 80 degrees. Where's our Where's our fall?
Yes.
Oh,
It
we're
is
in
San
Texas.
Diego.
That's right.
Yeah,
We don't have
kept,
fall.
It kept me from hunting this weekend. That's
Did
for
it?
sure.
Did it? Have you had any
Absolutely.
luck out there?
In Idaho, not in Texas. It's been too warm.
And there's
It
too many
has been.
acorns, I
The-
hear.
the
That's what I'm hearing
The
too.
acorn crop is big. That
Yeah.
makes a big old difference.
I like to just sit there anyway. That doesn't bother me if I see too many deer or not. But those little bitty gnats and mosquitoes, those bother me.
Yeah, and the mosquitoes in where you're from are like pterodactyls.
Yeah, well, he was about this size. He landed
Yeah.
on my arm and gobbled the other day. He was a big one.
Like Tom
Yeah, he
here.
was a
he-
monster.
yeah.
Yeah, he was a big one.
Well, Roland, good to have you in here. Len, welcome on in here. And for anybody, it's Go Joe Records?
Get Joe.
Get Joe.
Get Joe Entertainment, and we have a record label, publishing company, and management company. Yeah.
Yeah. You were telling me off mic a little while ago, Artemis Pyle, the Leonard Skinner's famous
The
drummer.
only living member left.
The only living member left is on your label.
That's it.
To have Artemis Pyle on there.
That
That's my
is
first
cool.
sign, the first guy I signed.
And Roland Whitt has been at it.
Roland's our fourth artist.
All right. All right. Well, tell us how the experience has been here with Len, other than him being a great guitar
It's been great.
picker.
We've, he kicked a rock and I was under it, and we've hit it off pretty good since.
Pretty much how that went.
That's pretty much how it went. I'm not lying one bit. He came out to a deal we'd put on for Wounded Warriors each year, and it's called the Middle of Nowhere, Texas, and that's where he met me. That's what I mean by that. In the middle of nowhere. So, yep.
Well, Roland, how about your musical career? How'd you get started, and how'd you get launched?
Music-
And how'd you meet Dylan Steen? And,
I didn't, I wasn't really chasing music. Music kind of came after me. And, Lord works in mysterious ways. Sometimes you do things that you have to do. Sometimes you do things that you need to do. And then sometimes you do what you're meant to do. And that's where I'm here.
oh man, I
I
love
love that.
and not chasing. See, we spend that's great, Roland. I love that because we spend most of our lives chasing crap.
You do.
And you did. I mean, in other words, let it come naturally, right?
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
that.
I did. I got asked several times. What my influences. No, my mom wasn't a singer. We did a little bit in church. Of course, I was too shy then. I was just sitting on stage lip syncing. I didn't know the words to all those songs. But my dad played a little guitar when he was in Vietnam. I saw his Vietnam pictures. He really didn't play much around the house. But musically, I probably made up a few funny songs about my sisters. Is really where I, and that was. I'd sing those to get under their skin, get on their nerves. But things happen, and I sat down one day and just started writing a song, and kind of shocked everybody around me more than it did me, actually. And then the next day, it just transpired and transpired. Had no intentions of singing. That came upon later, and developed a voice over this. I go back and listen to the first songs that I wrote, and I'm like, oh, do not let anybody hear that. But, it's like anything. Once you do it enough, and I think comfort and confidence is a big part of it. And of course, God is 100% of it. So
Amen.
whenever He's
Yeah.
ready is when you're going to be ready. It hasn't got nothing to do with
It's
you.
all in God's time.
That's right.
That's,
So,
yep.
That kind of applies to the Judge and JD show too, if you think about it. I mean, you compare episode 1 to now. I think we talked about that last week. I mean,
It's complete change.
with anything, I guess you're always going to just kind of get better. I mean, that's how. At least that's what we want to strive for. It's not perfection, but just getting better.
And
right?
I always say, as soon as you stop learning, the fun ends.
You're gone.
And that's, to me, is you want to be continually learning, continue to get better, and that's what makes it interesting and fun. You don't know exactly everything you can do until you go try to do
That's
it.
right. If you don't push yourself to find out what you're capable of, you're just stalling.
That's it.
And
That's
you can't win games sitting on the sideline watching everybody else play. You don't score the touchdown. So
That's
hand me the ball. Let's take it for a touchdown. That's
Yep.
what I'm ready.
And you can get knocked down while you're out there.
You're going
man.
to.
But
If you're
you
in a
just-
big
you just-
game, you're going to get knocked down.
You
Period.
got to get back up and keep rolling.
that's right.
That's kind of how it works.
Keep rolling.
Keep
exactly.
rolling.
Keep rolling.
That is
Keep rolling.
All I know is this segment is just full of a bunch of metaphors.
It's writing itself.
Yeah.
Let me in,
we're
coach,
probably
let me
writing
in.
songs
Oh,
right now.
we're writing a song here, Marty.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Give
What
me
is
a
it called?
napkin.
Absolutely, and that's really how most songs come about, just like stuff like
It's
that.
good
Oh, a
time.
Just some
Whataburger
kind
sack
of weird
or-
phrase somebody will say, or like a catchphrase, or something that just has a great, just little twist to it. Now, that's exactly how great songs are written.
That's right.
So you think you could write a song about Centrum Silver for me for JD?
I absolutely can.
Depends.
Okay, it depends.
It depends. Yeah. There you go.
Marty, where's the script for the show?
We need to get back on track. Sorry.
We're on a roll. Thank you. She brings me the
got
napkin.
the
Okay, we're
napkin.
going to write a song. No. Speaking of songs, y'all want to play one for us? What you want to do? By the way, the new single, you want to do that one?
Tijuana Tanya.
Tijuana Tanya.
You know, if you want to play that the version for the radio,
Yeah,
or
we'll
gonna play it up.
Yeah, we'll play that on the radio. We'll just do that on the radio side, and you can do whatever you want to do.
What do you
live
want to
here.
What do you want to do, Lynn? Let's do
We
it.
can
Let's
do it live. We can do it live, and we can also let them spin it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'll be spinning it. and
This
playing
is
it.
kind of how it was wrote. It was written live.
It's funny,
Yeah.
y'all had whiskey
yeah.
in front of us. You know, earlier
I
we met
listened
the
to it
people
on the
with
way
whiskey.
in.
Yeah,
And that was
we're
cool.
going to add it to the rotation on the station.
Absolutely.
so
We'll
you're
do
good.
whatever you want to do. We're here
Yeah,
for you.
you're
Let's
good.
do that.
So yeah, let's do a little Tijuana Tanya first, and then we'll do another one.
Roland Whitt, Len Snow on the Judge and JD show. Hey, that rhymes. Write that down.
Right there.
Last night I spent a year in Mexico. I was trying to get forgotten for a while. I was pretty busy drinking when she sat down on my lap. She said, "I'm Tijuana Tanya. Can you dance?" Tijuana Tanya loves to dance. Tijuana Tanya loves to smoke. Tijuana Tanya, she'll do anything you wanna. That Tijuana Tanya left me broke. Anybody ever been there before?
So you're supposed to get your harmonica. Your steel
Oh
guitar
yeah,
out.
there we go. Y'all ever been in any situation like it? There you go.
In a Spanish song? I guess you can do that.
Here we go. Well, it was Tejano night down at the Border Inn. And she said, "You do a shot, and I'll do two." And she just started pouring. And when I woke up the next morning, I had a Tijuana Tanya tattoo. Tijuana Tanya loves to dance. Tijuana Tanya loves to smoke. Tijuana Tanya, she'll do anything you wanna. That Tijuana Tanya left me broke.
All right, everybody, gotta start clapping.
Tijuana Tanya loves to dance. Here we go.
Woo! Yeah, come on.
Tijuana Tanya loves to tow.
Give me a touch.
Tijuana Tanya, she'll do anything you want. That Tijuana Tanya left me broke. Now, Tijuana Tanya, she might do anything you wanna, but man, that Tijuana Tanya, she ain't no joke.
All right. Tijuana Tanya gonna be on your Texas radio dial.
I'm so sending that to my friend
That's a
Tanya.
fun one, man.
All right.
That's a fun one.
That is a fun one. The new single's gonna go. It's out to radio now.
It's
and,
doing really good. I mean,
it's off to a great start.
and I'm learning all this stuff about the charts. Matter of fact, I said, run me through all these charts and what this means and that. And it's like, well, this one's up 13 spots. This one's up 41 spots. And I'm like, okay, there's a lot of charts.
Just tell me when it gets.
There's a lot of charts.
Just tell me when it gets to number one. Okay.
Yeah,
I won't have to. Everybody else.
Yeah, you're gonna. This one's gonna get there.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
got a
get
really
there.
good feeling. It's a
It
fun
is,
song.
and to have your debut single go to number one is
Killer,
fantastic.
absolutely.
And you're in good hands with Mr. Steen, no
Yeah.
doubt. I want to get Dylan on this show.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
luck getting him
I
out
want
of Bowie.
Dylan. If I ever can I get him out of the house? He's always working. That guy's always
If you
working.
can con his wife into coming, he might.
Brenda.
Offer him some
Come on.
whiskey. And a
Brenda,
place to stay.
Dylan, we need you on the
German
show.
food.
Yeah, right. Are y'all gonna indulge in some Fredericksburg? Have y'all ever
if
been
we
to
have-
Fred before? Fredericksburg?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, dumb question.
Absolutely.
Slap me with a cactus.
I love it down here.
No, Fredericksburg only existed when we started the podcast. Nobody's been here since the podcast, JD.
That was my first date.
I love it down here. I love the hill country. It's
But you're an avid hunter, and the kangaroo story, Judge.
kangaroo.
You were telling me. What did he tell you off mic?
Something about a kangaroo.
Oh yeah, I got a kangaroo. He got arrested. I don't know if you watch the news much, but if you saw a kangaroo get arrested on news, and it made like national news and all this business. About 2 months ago, we'd done the Real Palm Mile.
Oh, that's
we
where
were at the Real Palm
right.
Mile that night, and I come home from Longview, and the boys dropped me off, and they left, and I was like, we get this phone call. I was in a bed, and I hear this horn honking, and I look out the window, and there's a gate, and the cop lights are going off and stuff. I'm like, uh-oh, and I'm thinking the boys had some kind of accident, but I looked at my phone right then, and took the panic off because one of them said Banjo got out, and I couldn't catch him. So I was like, okay, there's release. Something's happened. Kangaroos. I go down there and I go down to the gate.
Not the cows are out.
No, the kangaroo. You're in Texas, man. But I said I'll run down to the gate and see what's going on. And in my head, I'm sitting here thinking, I bet the kangaroo got out.
Let me guess. Banjo got into a fight.
Don't
bad kangaroos punch and shit?
Oh yeah, I got video.
What?
When we get off this, I'll show you some videos. She got kicked this morning.
But don't they have little?
Oh yeah.
Who got kicked? You got kicked?
She's like, I do not want to be on the podcast. Do not reference me.
He got a little bit upset because
So
he was
they
still
just
hungry.
get pissed for no reason, or
I don't know. He loves me. He doesn't ever.
he
He's
doesn't
not like
punch
that.
you? He doesn't kick you?
No,
It's the
he just loves
steroids.
on me.
He just really?
Yeah, but I fed him milk, so I'm pretty much his mom.
But he kicks the shit out of all your friends.
Every one of them, absolutely. Hey man, I got
Kangaroo.
in trouble for saying that the other day on air.
That's
How do you
all
get
right.
away
You're
with
probably
that?
good around here.
I like it. But no, he got arrested. We've got. I'll show you his mugshot and everything. We got out there. It made KLTV news, and everybody around figured out it was my kangaroo, and it was a big deal.
that's
So
a good-
it was pretty funny. You
Well,
look up KLTV.
But you got him out, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, we got him. The cops had him in the back of their car, and I looked over in the window, and he's just looking at me.
Right
Okay,
up there,
I'm
it's like a
just
criminal.
curious. How did they even arrest the kangaroo? I mean, did they like?
I
Excuse
have
me,
no idea
Mr.
if they were
Rue.
trying to
I'm going to need you to remove your hands from your
Yeah.
pouch.
They tried to put a little rope over him, and every time you could see it, the neighbor was over videoing down the road where he was at, and he'd just kick his head back. Every time they lean forward, he'd kick his head back. You know, they can lean way back because they
Like a
just
rocking
sit back
chair,
on that
yeah.
tail. Yeah, that's like a kickstand, you know. So,
Yeah.
But it was
That's
funny,
crazy.
and they I said, man, I apologize. I probably ruined y'all's night. And they said, no, you made our night. We're
We've
fixing
never
this-
arrested
yeah.
the kangaroo before.
So
Arrested.
it was a pretty interesting story for sure.
Yeah, that is. That's.
And KLTV, it's on the news. All you gotta do is
Yeah, we'll look that one
arrested
up.
kangaroo in Athens, Texas. KLTV, it's there. It is there.
Paula, you got
Yeah,
that?
Paula,
Paula,
Put in a
Paula,
clip.
we're going to need that link on the
Yeah,
bottom
throw that one up,
of the
Paula.
I can
description.
send it to you when we leave. I've got it.
Yeah,
on
we're going to
phones.
send that
Everybody-
link. We'll have
everybody
it
was asking
posted
me.
in our comments.
That's funny.
Actually,
y'all
you know
wanna
what? We
do-
should make that a code word for
Yeah,
the thing. Find that thing and post it. No, I'm just kidding.
And the kangaroo's name is Banjo.
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 I always
All right.
wanted to play with banjo, so I got me a banjo. It's
Well, now
just
I got a
kangaroo.
song for you.
There you go.
There
I
you
got
go.
a new song for you then, Roland.
What you got?
There was a farmer who had a kangaroo. Banjo was his name. Oh, no.
There it is.
Hey,
Who's
Who's
that?
trying to be an artist?
Hey, don't quit your day job, Marty.
I mean, she's just taking your job.
absolutely. That had some.
B-A-N-J-O.
Yeah, instead of
play a
bingo.
real-
That's right.
Let's play a real song.
This next little song is
Yeah. What you got?
probably hung in there from the day I started writing music. It's probably hung in there to be in one of my top favorites all time. That just sits with you. If you're a country boy, you're a country boy.
Right.
I mean, when you say country, what does that mean to you? What do you do when you was a kid? What'd you do? I mean, you walk up and down creeks and walk out in the woods, and you just spend all day sometimes doing nothing. Just
Just
being
skipping
out in the
rocks.
country.
Skipping rocks.
That-
You
Do
are
kids
getting
even-
out. You're going. This song.
Do
you
kids
are
even
going,
skip rocks anymore?
if they see calm water sometimes and there's flat enough rocks.
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely that is part of in this song, and
Need to skip one of these.
I wrote skip
Yeah,
your phone.
yeah,
I hope it
exactly.
sinks though. I don't
Let
want
it-
to skip.
let it
I
go.
don't want it to make it to the bank on the other side. But you know, you really skip good when you like get that one and it gets down the little bitty skips and it gets to
Oh,
the bank
yeah,
on the other
man.
side. You did real good, you know. But yeah, this song's called Hook Fin. It's gonna be the next one we release here in Texas. And
Is
actually,
this
we're
original?
gonna,
You wrote it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Good deal.
And
Roland
it
Whitt.
describes me as growing up as a boy, and it sounds like it describes everybody here. So,
Yep.
name's
Yeah.
Hook Fin. It's our next release.
Love it.
Sitting on the creek bank underneath the shade tree, watching the sun rise and fall. barefoot in my short pants, cane pole in one hand, having myself a ball. Just like Huckleberry Finn, nothing to chase but the wind.
Love it.
And nowhere to go and nowhere to be. Tomorrow I'll do the same thing again. Just like old Huck Finn. Taking it easy, no one can find me. Nothing to hear but the wind. Everything's quiet and the fish won't bite, but tomorrow I'm gonna try 'em again. Just like Huckleberry Finn, nothing to chase but the wind. With nowhere to go and nowhere to be. Tomorrow I'll do the same things again. Just like old Huck Finn. Living life one day at a time, telling Tom Sawyer another lie. If it gets hot, we're gonna jump in the creek, my best friend and me. Just like Huckleberry Finn, there's nothing to chase but the wind. With nowhere to go and nowhere to be, tomorrow I'll do the same thing again. Just like old Huck Finn. Your next line's coming up. Skipping rocks across the calm water, counting how many times. Keep the day lazy or do something crazy and see what kind of trouble I find. Just like Huckleberry Finn, there's nothing to chase but the wind. Nowhere to go and nowhere to be. Tomorrow I'll do the same things again. Just like Huckleberry Finn, I'm busy doing nothing again. With nowhere to go and nowhere to be. Tomorrow I'll do the same things again. Just like old Huck Finn. Sitting on the creek bank underneath the shade tree, just like old Huck Finn.
Love that. Man, great.
Thank you.
I always loved the Tom Sawyer Huckleberry Finn story. You know, I mean, I think we all kind of relate to that. So
everybody,
that's cool.
everybody can relate to
An imaginary friend. You're out there by yourself, you know, and you're talking to your friend. That's your buddy. And but yeah, I don't even know if they read all that stuff in school anymore.
Right.
You know,
I have nothing.
What school does it makes the kids read it or whatever. But Old Yeller, Red Fern, where the red fern
Right.
grows, and Huck Finn, those were my books. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Old
awesome,
Yeller.
awesome. That song stuck with me for forever since I wrote it. It's hung up there in the top.
Great
Just-
song. So
just
you're going to
describe
put out
it.
a full album?
Oh yeah, we're going back up Nashville. We'll be up there recording probably late March, something like that.
Oh, great.
Probably before that, but we'll be releasing. We've got an EP right now that's done in the can. We've got obviously Tijuana Tanya's out. Huck Finn's going to come out in December as the EP, and then there's another song on there called "This Old Hat," which is a great story behind that song.
Killer
We just
story.
can't get them all released at once. You know, we have to go, and then we've got probably 12 to 15 songs on this album that are just incredible.
I'll wait till you hear
No
these.
filler.
There is no
No
filler.
filler.
on this.
Yeah.
There is no junk coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, go big or go home. Let's go.
Yeah.
You're right. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna put out some good stuff, and I'm excited about it. There's
Well,
some-
we're
some
going to be
really good stuff.
following.
Yeah,
and
we're
we're going to have
excited.
y'all back on the show sometime soon.
Absolutely, I love it down here. So you're not gonna be twisting my arm to get here.
Awesome.
So, I'll be
Awesome.
down.
Need to get you booked in the area too, man.
I'm down.
Get booked here at Pioneer Bar,
Yeah,
or
that's what I'm
Lukenbach,
thinking,
Texas,
Marty.
or somewhere.
That would be me too, guys. So just leave your cards with me on your way out.
She does our booking.
There you go.
But anyway, nice meeting you guys, and thank y'all for coming on the Judge and JD show. Here.
We appreciate you. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you. Y'all come back, see us, and send us some messages from the road. Let us know how things are going. Out
Yeah,
there, you know.
I'll keep you posted. I'll get on
Roland.com.
social. Yeah, you get on there and make sure you spell that Roland ROLAND and put WHITT.
WH.
Everybody forgets the H.
And you find a dead
and-
guy. He's not
yeah,
even
it's,
in the music business.
But you're on all the streaming platforms.
Yeah,
so just whichever platform you're on, search Roland Whitt. Tijuana Tanya. That'll get
Tijuana
you there.
Tanya.
That one's being passed around now.
She'll do anything you want. Just remember that.
No joke.
That's the kind of girl. That's the kind of girl you want to date.
Give Tanya a big hug for me when y'all see her.
There you go.
All right, guys. Thank y'all much.
Appreciate y'all.
You bet. Absolutely. Great.
Whew, what a show, Judge.
Man, I'm like exhausted. That was a good one. I'm tired. I'm tired from laughing.
It was
Man.
a dandy. Want to thank Roland Whitt,
Yeah, they were a hoot.
Len Snow for coming in.
Great.
That kangaroo
musician.
story is going to be the talk of the bar for the
It's
rest of the
Yes, the
night.
kangaroo.
It's epic, legendary. Yes.
I kind of want a kangaroo now.
No.
And then Dan and Nancy, coming in, some of our locals coming in.
Garrison Brothers.
Garrison Brothers make an incredible product and that we sell other places. Don't forget about our big contest. Don't forget about the Ruidoso getaway. All you've got to do is follow the link that's in our description or on our social media links. There's several ways to enter and get points to win. One of the ways is to you'll see a secret word on the show here at some point, and you just enter that. But otherwise, subscribe and email us and that sort of thing, and get points as we go. And
A beautiful condo in the mountains of Ruidoso.
perfect weather. Whether you're going to winter skiing, whether you go to summer, just perfect weather and horse racing and all that stuff. So anyway, it's I think it's about a $1,600 value. So it's a
We'll
big
be
one. So
giving
be
away
sure to
some
play.
more knives. Is it the third Wednesday of Wednesday?
Third Wednesday of every month.
Every month.
Big thanks to Jordan Knight with Reece Plumbing and HVAC team. He's the one that is donating those
Thank you,
for us.
Jordan.
Thank you much.
And
That's another one in the books.
another one in the books. Y'all keep watching, and we'll keep doing whatever it is we do up here.
We'll just keep BSing now.
Sounds
Keep the
good to me.
BS flowing, baby.
Keep it rolling.